During the first half of 1943, the Panzerwaffe finally received the Panzerkampfwagen 5, the long-awaited Panther. It quickly made quite a name for itself thanks to its nigh impenetrable frontal armor and a powerful 75mm cannon. Naturally, it wasn't perfect. The new design has its share of teething problems, like a particularly unreliable engine. Despite that, the command was keen to make this tank the mainstay vehicle of the Panzerwaffe. As the time went on, more and more Panthers rolled off the factory floor, and soon their numbers were in the thousands. With so many tanks out there, it's hardly surprising that some of them were eventually captured and used by the Allies and forces of the resistance. The French were exceptionally successful at putting those Panthers to use. In 1945, it was decided that the Mobile Reconnaissance Group, led by Guy Besnier, should recover some captured German armor. It took Besnier and his troops around 1.5 months to locate, salvage, and repair more than a dozen vehicles, with some work, as there was no better alternative at the time, done at what was essentially automobile repair shops. After some training, Besnier and his tank men were ready to field 17 vehicles, including 2 Panthers. One of those, a Panzer V Ausf G, is available in War Thunder under the name of Dauphiné. The newborn Besnier Autonomous Tank Squadron fought Germans right till the end of the war. When engaging the enemy at long range, Panthers were extremely effective. Their French crews praised their frontal armor, great optics, and powerful guns. Up close, though, the high profile and mediocre mobility of those vehicles was certainly a problem. The French were also not satisfied with the limited power output of their engines, and the fact that their running gear took a lot of time and effort to maintain. Despite all that, Panthers were removed from actual service in the French army only 5 years after the end of the war, meaning that they remained in use much longer than Tigers or any other vehicle of the German origin. It happened because, in spite of all its flaws, the Panther was still looking more reliable to the French than the brand new ARL-44 that had been developed in quite a hurry. By 1950, though, the last Panthers were finally removed from inventory. Today, you can see them on display in the Tank Museum in Saumur, and in War Thunder, as the aforementioned Dauphiné is found in the premium segment of the French tech tree. In the game, just like in real life, French Panthers aren't just a force to be reckoned with. They are also a nasty surprise to enemies using German vehicles. In RB and SB, players running Axis vehicles are not used to fighting German tanks, and that makes the Dauphiné even more dangerous. A Panther can penetrate the frontal defenses of another Panther only from point-blank range, but its 75mm cannon has enough firepower to deal with lots of other opponents. Panthers can survive a lot of things coming their way at medium range, but go into close combat only if you're sure that the opponent can be dealt with very quickly. Also, keep in mind that experienced SB players might call your bluff by taking a good look at your vehicle, as it has some distinct Zimerit coating and no Schurezen side plates. German Panthers, captured or not, are dangerous predators, prowling through the battlefield as effective frontline offensive tanks or well-armored supports. Are there any other tanks with unique history behind them? that you'd like to see featured in one of our videos? Feel free, please, to tell us in the comments below.